Be wary of spoilers for the following. Jormungand. While commonly considered being the spiritual successor to Black Lagoon, or sharing similar themes of showing the world's underbelly, here we have a beast of a different layer, showing not the simple deliveries and muggings of pirates, but instead the large-scale trades of arms dealers. Bigger crew, bigger risk, bigger clients, bigger payouts. And while the gunfights are still quite central to the series, the reasons for engagement of the surrounding parties makes the circumstances for why combat takes place much different. For an arms dealer, you don't get paid based off of how many kills you get. The real money comes from delivering your cargo safe and sound, meaning that most engagements will be defensive ones, and the few remaining offensive ones are only done to ensure the transaction goes smoothly. While we see and meet several different arms trading groups, Jormungand's story focuses on the specific company of H&C Logistic Incorporated, shortened to HCLI. While this company has many divisions, our viewpoint comes from the Europe-Africa Weapons Transport Division, run by Coco Hakmaktiar. Considered to be unique even among arms traders, Coco is cunning, yet energetic. At times she can be quite emotional, yet always hiding behind the mask that is her smile. But she doesn't work alone. Her division consists of 9 additional members, forming her squad of bodyguards, but they all move according to her word and objectives, meaning that not every situation needs to be solved with a gunfight. In fact, she's quite okay with running away, because it means they all get to live to see another day. From a narrative perspective, having 10 members of our main cast is a bit much to follow, having to split time between each of them in order to give them the proper characterization to feel like full-fledged members of the show. So with this many members, we almost get split into sort of a main cast, side cast situation, in which over the course of the 2 seasons, every squad member does have their moment, but there are a few squad mates that get a bit more time than the others, making them a bit more central to the story. 3 in particular stand out, the first being Valme. Originally serving in the Finnish Rapid Deployment Force, she is the only female combatant of Coco's squad, making her most fit to be Coco's personal daily bodyguard, giving her plenty of screen time in the show. While she is seen wielding several different kinds of firearms, Valme's main forte is actually in close quarters combat, with her primary weapon being a knife. And you might be wondering how this hot one-eyed muscled lady can get along with this group of guys, and that's because she's easily the scariest one of the entire bunch. The second is Lem, veteran of the United States military and Delta Force. He is one of the first members of Coco's squad, in which he has been serving in the position as second in command. He is definitely the old wise guy of the group, giving both advice to the rest of his squad mates, while also being able to make the tough calls the less experienced members aren't able to. While seen wielding both assault rifles and pistols, Lem's main weapon of choice is the sniper rifle, letting him take out targets at a distance, while being an advantage point to oversee the squad. Definitely the most laid back of the bunch, he knows what situations need him to step in, or when it's better to just let things lie. Our third main member is Jonathan Marr, aka Yona, the child soldier. The newest member of the squad, Yona long ago traded his childlike whimsy for killing potential. Not that he had a choice. It was from this potential that Coco decided to hire him. in which his childlike appearance allows him to serve as a personal bodyguard to Coco in a similar circumstance to Balmain. But for the sake of the narrative, he also serves a second purpose. For being the newest member of the squad, he becomes the vessel that the audience uses to learn new information. It provides a good excuse to introduce the people and characters that Coco and her crew already know, and what sort of jobs they may get involved in, which would be answers that all the other experienced members of the squad would already know, and have no reason to ask. By him also not having a normal childhood means that he hasn't developed a normal education like the other squad mates have, which can be a good bouncing off point for the other squad mates to show their own character traits through interacting with him. It can also be played off as a way to release tension through comedic effect as well. Let's talk about the music. Since we have a sizable soundtrack to work with, we get quite the range of different track types, starting with plenty of electric guitar, we also have a few acoustic guitar songs, a fair amount of bassy tracks, and we have a few unique ones that don't really fit anywhere else, but I wanted to put them in anyway. If I were to compare Jormungand to Black Lagoon directly, I'd say I'd still prefer Black Lagoon for its smaller cast, letting us have more time to connect with these individual characters and see them grow, but I did enjoy my time with Jormungand nonetheless. Thank you for making it this far. Please like, follow, or subscribe for better audio mixing.